Celeste, I'd love to get your opinion on one person in particular, Rhea Ripley, right now, and everything that she's doing in the women's division in WWE. I feel like I mean, incredibly unique, obviously, but just taking it by storm, like changing the game. Do you have any thoughts on what Rhea's doing?
I had this very rare opportunity to witness her in such an incredible moment. Um, so I left WWE in 2014, and then I did not even look at a wrestling ring for 4 years. And then the one of my buddies, I don't think he's with WWE anymore, but he was part of the really part of the movement that created the performance center. He had reached out to me and said, "Hey, do you want to do the Mae Young Classic?" It was the second year that they had done it, and I was like, "Sure, yeah, let's do it." And so I ended up wrestling the Mae Young. I had two matches. The first match, forgive me, I can't remember her name. She was a really tall, strong Indian woman. She was very, very new, and so we had a really simple match, but a very strong match. And so it was fun. It was short, and then I had a match with Mia Yim, and we had always really known each other over Instagram and Twitter, and the clothing business that I started after wrestling, she would wear my stuff all the time. She would rep it. She would post about it, and just like had a lot of respect for her, and I was appreciated her support. And so we were getting to wrestle in the second round, and we had an incredible match. It was hands down an incredible match. I was so excited to have come back for that match. I was like, if I never wrestle in a WWE ring again, this is good for me. Like it felt really good. I felt in the zone. Her and I worked really well together. She's a great wrestler. She's a cool person. And she ended up I tapped out in the match, and at the end of the match, Triple H came out and gave her a contract. So it was like this really cool moment.
Oh yeah.
And then so I was just around. I was just around for the whole tournament, and because they're filming back to back to back to back the matches, and so I was eliminated after the second round, but I was backstage and watching, everything that was going on still. The two women that were supposed to be in the final, one of them tore her ACL in the match before the final, and so Rhea had just wrestled a match. I think she had actually just wrestled this girl that got hurt or something, or she had just wrestled. And it was a long, complicated, very good match that she had. And so there's an injury. This girl can't wrestle in the final, and it's happening. It's like the time it was. So they went and grabbed Rhea. She changed. They told her the match. She literally learned it in Gorilla.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Went out there and fucking killed it. Absolutely murdered it. And I was like, I got to witness the greatness of it, because it's not like she could say no, first of all. Let's be real. Like, but she took it, and she was like, all right. And it was one of the best matches I've ever seen. And something that makes it even better and elevates it even more is the fact that she learned it like in Gorilla while the pressure was on. She was just like, okay, yeah, I watched it. I watched the panic that was happening all around, and it was just like one of those moments that I felt really grateful to witness. And I had already got to spend a little bit of time with her, like that week leading up to that, and I had a few conversations with her, and I really liked her. I just liked her vibe. She's really dope, really cool, has a cool mindset, just an interesting person, and she's fun. Like I was just like, she's cool. And then getting to witness that, I was like, she's gonna, like, whatever she does, she's gonna take it to the top. Just like the attitude that she had, and just her willingness to do that match in the way that she did it. Because I think that there's this possibility where it's really easy to go into this, like, I don't know if it's necessarily like a victim mindset in that time, but it would be very easy to be like, I just wrestled my ass off for the last 20 minutes, and now I gotta go and wrestle in the final match of this entire time, you know, and it was just like she just did it. And then I got to see her, I think I was in St. Louis for Royal Rumble last year or the year before, whenever I was in St. Louis, and we got to chat then. And then I just, every time I follow her on Instagram, anytime I see any of the stuff she's doing, I'm just like, well, good for you. Like, she's so good. She's so good, and she's different, you know. And it's not like she's different because I know her style is kind of out there, but it's not even that. It's just her, you know. Like, she could have a super simple style and I would still be like, she's just different, you know. She has this quality that she's just a star. And it's not because I think everybody is born with the ability to become a star, but it's very dependent on your environment and what you have inside of you. Like, are you willing to put in the work? Are you willing to sacrifice other things for greatness? And then I think that if you attach that at a young age, you can grow that, you know, and it becomes a part of who you are. And I think that she has a very strong sense of commitment to her own greatness, no matter what that looks like. And I think that is a quality that so many people would love to have and would love to be able to understand what that is and how to do it. But she does it really well. So I'm a huge fan of hers. Huge fan.
Rewind, recap, relive. For over 50 episodes, the revolutionary force in wrestling interview.